Assalamualaikum student, welcome to the e-classes of Sufa English High School. This is continuing of history chapter number 4. So let's start with 4.3 agriculture, animal husbandry, economic and social life. Agriculture was the main occupation during the Vedic period. Many oxen were yoked together to plough the fields. The plough had iron pluckers. The Atharvaveda considered insect pests and other animals that destroy crops and suggests certain remedies. Cow dung was used as manure. During the Vedic period, animals like horses, cows, and dogs had special importance. Cows were used as mean of exchange. That is why cows were highly prized. People took special care to ensure that their cows would not be stolen. The horse was valued because of its speed. The Vedic people were skilled in taming the horses and harnessing them to chariots. Chariots in the Vedic period had spoked wheels which are lighter than solid wheels. The horse-drawn and spoked wheels chariots of the Vedic period were swift and speedy. Now in this paragraph it is said that agriculture was the main occupation in the Vedic period. Oxen were yoked together to plough the fields for agriculture. The plough had pluggers. Atharvaveda considered insect pest. You know what insect pests, कीड़े मारने की जो दवाई रहती है, and other animal that destroy crops and suggest certain remedies. Cow dung was used as a manure. Cow were used as mean of exchange. That is why cows were highly prized, means बहुत महंगे होना. People took special care to ensure that their cows would not be stolen. The Vedic people were skilled in taming the horses and harnessing them to the chariots. Chariots in the Vedic period had spoked wheels which are higher than solid wheels. Student, do you know what is chariots? The picture is given here. Chariots means जिसको टांगा या घोड़ा गाड़ी या जो भी बोलते हैं उसको कैरियट्स कहा जाता है. हॉर्स कैरियट्स. The horse-drawn and spoked wheels chariots of the Vedic period were swift and speedy. Okay, student. In this period, apart from agriculture and animal husbandry, several other occupations had also flourished. Agriculture और animal husbandry के अलावा several other occupations had also flourished. Artisans and people practicing various occupations were an important part of the social system. They formed independent organization known as Shrenis or guilds. The head of the guild was known as Shreshti. However, slowly the status of skilled artisans became secondary. Now in this paragraph it is said that several other occupation had flourished, means और दूसरे जो occupation थे जो काम है उनको निखारा गया था. They formed independent organization known as Shrenis or guild. The head of the guild was known as Shreshti. जो श्रेणिश के जो हेड थे उसको श्रेष्ठी कहा गया. However, slowly the status of skilled artisan become secondary और इसी काम को secondary का नाम दिया गया. During this period there were four varnas. Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. A varna was determined by the occupation of the people. In the later period, the varnas came to be determined on the basis of birth. This gave rise to caste. The caste system led to inequality in the society. During the Vedic period, certain notions about leading an ideal life had become well established. There were 4 stages or 4 ashrams from birth to death. The first ashram was the brahmacharya or the period of staying with the guru to learn from him. Now the Varna. There were 4 Varnas or classes in the Vedic society. They were Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. The Varna were based on people's occupation. Later, they were determined by birth. This gave rise to caste system and led to inequality in society. The next stage after the successful completions of Brahmacharya was Grihashrama. It was expected that during this period a man would carry out his duties toward his families and society with the help of his wife. The third stage was Vanaprastha Sharma. When a man was expected to detach himself from the household, retire to a solitary place and had a very simple life. The fourth stage as the sannyasrama. At this stage, the convention was to renounce all relations and life in order to understand the meaning of human life and not stay in one place. Now, in this paragraph, the last stage is the ashram, where a systematic arrangement of an individual life from the birth to death. An individual was expected to go through 4 stages or ashram in life. This stage in life were Brahmacharya Shrama, Grihashrama, Vanaprastha Shrama or Sannyasrama. Okay, student. Now, religious ideas. In the religious ideas of the Vedic period, force of nature such as the sun, wind, rain, lightning, storms and rivers were given the form of deities. Vedic composition pray them to become life-giving forces. The Vedic people put offering to the yajna fire to please them. These offerings were called havi. Yajna is the act of offering havi into fire. Initially, the yajna deities were simple. Later on, the rules of yajna became harder and harder. The importance of priest went on increasing. People in the Vedic period had about how the natural phenomena occur. Summer is followed by rainy season and the rainy season by winter season. This is a regular circle in nature. The cycle in nature and the life cycle that moved with it were termed by the Vedic people as Rita. The life of all living being is a part of the cycle in nature. Disturbance in the cycle of nature lead to calamities. Everyone should be careful not to let it happen. Nobody should break the laws of nature. It was believed that following these rules was to follow dharma. Now, the Vedic people offered prayers to the force in the nature such as the sun, the wind, the rain, the rivers, lightning and storms. Storms means tufan. To secure their blessing, yajna was an important ritual leading to importance of the priestly class. Ritual means रस्म रिवाज, priestly means पुजारी, जो पुजारी जो रहते हैं पूजा करते हैं. The Vedic people observed the nature, follow defined and regular patterns. They term these as rita. Okay, student. Now go with 4.5. In the Vedic period, each village had a head known as Gramani. A group of village formed a Vish, whose head was called Vishpati. Several Vish formed a Jana. Later, when the Jana settled into a specific region, it came to be known as Janapada. The head of the Jana was known as Niripa or Raja, king. The main duties of the king were to protect the people, collect tax and run the administration efficiently. In order to run the administration smoothly, the king appointed various officers. The Purohit, priest and the Senapati of the army were officers of special importance. The officer who collected the tax was known as Baghdug. Bag means share. The person who collected the king's share of the produce of Jana was called Bagduk. There were 4 institutions who guided the king: Sabha, Samiti, Vidhant and Jana. Now in this paragraph, Gramani was the village headman. Vishpati was the head of a group of villages. Bagdut collected tax. Niripa king was the head of the Janapad. He was assisted by Senapati and Prohit. Sabha, Samiti, Vidhant and Jana provided guidance to the king. The people of the state participate in their working. Women to participate in the working of Sabha. Now all the people participates in this working group. Women also participate in these 4 groups, Sabha and Vidhat. The Sabha consisted of senior citizens of the state, where the Samiti was the general body of the people. Later on in the Vedic thought, Smriti and Purans were composed after a period of time. The religious streams based on the Vedas, Smriti, Purans and local tradition came to be known as Hinduism. Now all this, the religious part of the Vedic period, to go to the Hinduism and came to be known as Hinduism. Along with the Vedic stream, there were other religious trains which took a different position from the Vedic one. Regarding yajna rites and the Varna system, we will learn more about them in the next chapter. Now student, with the Vedic streams, there were other religious trains. Okay. Now from the Vedic one, regarding yajna rites and the Varna system, we will more learn about this chapter in the next video. I hope you understood all the lesson. Thank you.